Ollie, we've spent the past 2 days working with the Amazon Pantera 7004, and you're going to give us a quick overview as to some of the technical aspects of the machine.
Definitely, yeah. So, Pantera 7004, the big sister of the 4504 that we've now had on the market for a long time. We've actually been bringing Panteras into the UK for 13 years now. One thing that we want to do then is obviously increase that tank capacity slightly to give us that bit more output. So that's what we've done. We've got this machine here now then with 6,600 litres of nominal. With that additional foaming gives us a maximum tank size then of 7,000 litres. So powered by a very trusty Deutz engine. We've got a really strong motor in there, all driving then a fully hydraulic system. So we've got individual hydraulic drive to each wheel with a very clever control system in there then. So as it sees that one motor is taking more oil than the other, it distributes the oil evenly, so we've got that perfect traction control for climbing even the steepest of hills. As well, looking at this, even with the booms folded out and the tank completely full, we have a near perfect 50-50 weight distribution front to back, which again is ideal when we come to climbing them real steep hills. We've got all the weight equally on each wheel, which again really helps us climb them real steep hills. Talking again of the wheels then, we now have our wishbone suspension, so we've got each wheel then is individually mounted on a pivot bar, on 2 pivot bars actually now rather than just a singular, and again that helps us keep them wheels constantly in contact with the floor, so even in uneven and rough terrain we make sure them wheels are firmly in contact with the floor, again helping with drive and helping with stability of the whole machine. It's a really comfy machine to sit in and drive, as you will probably tell everybody. And the reason for that then, like I say, is we've got each wheel is independently pivoting on its chassis. We've then got the whole machine mounted on 4 hydraulic cylinders. The booms are continuously suspended then on their mounts so that we don't feel the vibration and the motion of them booms, especially when going down the road. And obviously the most important thing, we're sat on a very comfy air seat in that very lovely cab that we have at the front. Like I say, the cab is great, glass surround front and side and back, so we've got great visibility from within the cab. And in there as well, we've got the real nice luxury then of being able to offer multiple operating stations, whether that's Topcon, whether that's Trimble, whether that's Green Star, or whatever system you want to run in there that you're currently running on your machine now. We're able then to put that in as our operating station within this machine, which is fantastic. At the front, we've got a lovely storage area then. Gives us that ability to carry a few extra bits in the front if we so need to. And also under there then we've got our large diesel tank then, which carries more than enough diesel for a good day spraying. Coming round then to the more technical side of things, when we look at the actual spray system then, we've got a very superb and fairly unique spray system then. So we're running piston diaphragm pumps. Piston diaphragm pumps are great when spraying. They're very fine. They've got great control of that liquid and great at manipulating small amounts of liquid as well. And the other great thing is they've got some good suction power. So if we're trying to suck from below, or we've not got a great volume of water to pressure that water into the machine, a piston diaphragm actually has some good suck to be able to draw that liquid into the machine. Our induction bowl then again is another fantastic piece on this machine. So with a draw away rate of 200 litres a minute, this 60 litre induction bowl is fantastic for getting that chemical in the machine. Especially when we've got them big T1 and T2 sprays to do. It's great for getting that chemical in when we want to get in and get on as fast as possible. This machine is really easy to operate as well, so rather than jumping in and out the cab all the time to change the functions, everything can be programmed from out here on the touchscreen. We can set fill rates, we can set fill speeds, we can set the filling of the fresh water tank, we can choose how quickly the induction bowl is drawing away. Really easy, and like I say, as an operator, really easy to use. And the great thing is this touchscreen is actually pressure sensitive rather than skin sensitive, so even when you've got your gauntlets on because you're getting that chemical in, you can still operate that touchscreen, which is fantastic. Again, another really important part then is our boom. So we've got our 36 metre L3 boom on here then with flex fold, swing stop and contour controls. So let me break that down for you then. Flex fold, what that does is that gives us electric hydraulic folding. So as we pick the booms out and we start to fold, it will open the booms in a concertina style to get that boom folded and unfolded as quickly as possible. When we talk of swing stop with a boom as wide as 36 meters, we can often see then that we start to get some yaw of the boom down the field. With a large ram in the middle then here, in the center sort of headstock of the boom, we're actually counteracting that yaw of the machine to make sure then that that boom is sitting as straight as possible without any yaw. And then we come to contour control. So contour control is fantastic. This is the latest technology then that we're offering then to give us that ability of both positive and negative geometry. And I suppose the final thing we ought to talk about then, which is again very unique to Amazon and very, very well proven on our Panteras and UXs then, is our Amaselect. So Amaselect is our four-way electric nozzle body. So this gives us great benefits. In the most simple form, it allows us to change the nozzles and our nozzle selection from the cab. So without getting out, twisting the nozzles on 72 nozzles, we can just do it from the touch of the button in the cab. But since then, we've added some really, really clever features. So what we can actually do now is we can actually automatically change the nozzle on the move. So it will say, as we're spraying at 10K, it will be on an 03 nozzle. As we get to 14K, it's going to automatically maybe click onto that 04 nozzle. Equally then, as we start to get even quicker, it will maybe put both on together to make sure that we're spraying at a fairly good pressure all the time. Some other clever bits then is what we call curve control now. So with this machine and being able to select multiple nozzles at a time, we've actually now got some curve compensation on here. So as we turn around the corner, it'll put a smaller nozzle on the inside and put the bigger nozzles and pairs of nozzles on the outside to give us that varied application rate across the boom, meaning we've got an even application even when we've got varying speeds on the boom. We can also do row spraying with this, so we can actually put a 25 centimetre nozzle spacing kit on this to spray products in like potatoes or sugar beet directly within the row or directly between the row. And when it came to potentially blight spraying on wider rows, we could actually look at chemical savings up to 60%, which can be a great saving for the customer. Like I say, we've had the 4504 on the market for quite a while now. We've had the 7004 since last year. They're proving a really fantastic machine, really popular with the operators. And if you want to go, I'd get your demo booked now.